Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. Once again, we're here on Meat City Farm in Stardew Valley, and we're doing another achievement guide. This time we're tackling the friendship achievements, and these include a new friend, best friends, the beloved farmer, cliques, networking, and popular. Each of those achievements requires you to reach a certain number of hearts level friendship with a certain number of people. So a new friend requires you to reach a 5 heart friendship level with one person. Best friend requires reach a 10 heart level with someone. Beloved farmer is reach 10 heart friend level with 8 people. Cliques is reach a 5 heart friend with 4 people. Networking, reach a 5 heart friend with 10 people. And popular, reach a 5 heart friend level with 20 people. So what does that mean? Well, in Stardew Valley, the NPCs are all listed in this chart in your menus. And you can see here when you start, they all start with 0 here, as Krobus is at the bottom. 0 hearts out of 10. And you need to get, obviously, for each set achievement, a person up to the certain level. So a 5 heart friend here is Elliot right now. A 10 heart friend is any of these guys up here. I've got Leah, Robin, Pam, a bunch of them up to 10 hearts. So you need to just get them up to that level of heart and the right number, and then these achievements will unlock. So how do you go about increasing your friendship level, your heart level with the various people around town? Well, obviously, to develop a friendship, you have to do a lot of hard work and build trust. And no, none of that. All you have to do is give the residents presents. And you can see here on the right, you have these 2 slots. So each week, you can give 2 presents to any of the NPCs. You can do only 1 per day, but 2 for the week. So on Monday, you could give a present to everybody in town. On Tuesday, you could give another present to everyone in town, and then you are done for the week. There are also quests that come up, and if you complete those for the individual people, you might also get a slight bump as well, and those don't count against your 2 gifts for the week. So very simple. Find the presents that people like. So the wiki has a full list of what some certain presents are liked by certain NPCs and certain presents are not liked by certain NPCs. So one person may love getting mayo and another person may hate getting mayo. So obviously there are different levels. They can dislike it, like it, or love it. And there's a couple other nuances in there maybe as well. Basically, you want to give a love item as often as you can to the people. It increases their hearts by the most. And what I'm going to do here at the end of the video is I'm going to put up a chart with each person in town and what I think is the easiest to acquire item that they love. So one item that I found to be the easiest to put up so that you'll know you have that one item that you can give to that person that shouldn't be too hard to come by. Some of them are very simple. You just can forage a leek for George, the old guy in town, and some of them are very complicated. You pretty much have to have a recipe that they like and make the recipe. So again, see the chart at the end. I'll walk through that. But basically, that's all there is to it. Find the person, give them a present, and it increases. One little bonus caveat, though, you get a massive increase if it's the person's birthday. So check the calendar, and as you can see, each person in town will have a birthday. Well, today, the 1st of winter, is Krobus's birthday, and he lives down in the sewer. So if we go find Krobus and give him a present on his birthday, it's worth, I think, 8 times the normal amount. So I believe Krobus loves diamonds. So we're going to head down to the sewer and we're going to see. So remember, I'm at 0 hearts with Krobus before I did this. I just kind of found him down here. There it is. So the heart above his head means that was a gift that he is a love for, as opposed to just a like. You can see there, he says, I love it. And when we go to check our friendship level now with Krobus, you can see that we jump 2 entire hearts there from 1 gift. Usually it takes more than 1 gift to get a single heart. It can take a couple, but on a birthday, giving them an item that they love can get you 2 hearts. Very quick to advance up the friendship with that. The other thing that also gives a big bonus when I completed the community center, I received a lot of friendship from a lot of residents. That's when I actually unlocked the popular achievement in terms of getting 20 friends to level 5. Doing that seems to give a nice little boost across most of the residents of the town. So also feel free to complete that to get yourself a bump in terms of friendship level with the residents. So now turning to the chart that I put together here, the idea was to put down all of the NPCs in the game, and then I tried to order them easiest to hardest in terms of how easy or hard it is to raise their friendship level. And what went into my calculation there were a couple of things. First of all, their location and their schedule, how reliable they are to find at a place that's a high traffic area for you. And then also what the gift is itself. So Abigail, for example, spends a lot of time in Pierre's general store. You spend a lot of time in Pierre's general store as well, getting your seeds and whatnot. So she's easy to find, reliable to find there. And her gift is Amethyst, which is a gem you can find fairly early in the mines. And most gems are pretty easy to A, find, and B, duplicate later on in the game once you get, it's a fairly advanced item, but not too crazy. The Crystarium, I think you even get one as a reward for completing one of the community center bundles. You can put a gem in there and the Crystarium will produce a brand new one every couple of days for you. So if you put an Amethyst in there, I think it's every 2 days, you get a brand new Amethyst ready to give to Abigail. So easy to find, easy gift, puts her at the top of the list. Keep in mind that each of the gifts that I've listed, I listed 1, maybe 2 for each person. They probably have more than that. Some of them have 4 or 5. But the one that I listed is, in my opinion, the easiest. A lot of them have certain recipes that they like. For example, Alex at the bottom of the list, his easiest, air quote, love is the complete breakfast, which is crafting a meal. I think it's hash browns, and then crafting that into another meal with other items to form a complete breakfast. I mean, it's ridiculous. So he's at the bottom of the list. He's also wanders around a little harder to find. So that's the idea. It's not an exact science. So there's the list. What I would do also, keep in mind that just because I've listed the love items here, that doesn't mean you need to give them the love item. I recommend doing that to progress the fastest with the most number of villagers you can, but rather than try to craft, a complete breakfast for Alex or give a summer spangle, which is a flower. It's a one-off you grow from seeds. You have to wait for a bunch of days, and then you harvest the flower, for people like Caroline, you can just give them a like gift. A lot of them like certain crops, which are very easy to grow and just hang on to a bunch of them. A lot of them like mayonnaise or eggs or cheese, which is the second level product after you get the raw produce from your animals. So, keep in mind, those guys are at the bottom of the list, and you only need 20 of them to get to, I think, the 5 heart level. That's the most people you need for the highest level of hearts. I think you need 8 of them at level 10 and 20 of them at level 5, and that will get you all of the achievements. So you don't need to worry about some of the harder ones. You could probably completely ignore the hardest list, and I think there's still enough there to get everything that you need for these 6 achievements. And then just a note on the location that I've listed here. What I tried to do is provide 1 additional fairly reliable location for each of the villagers. Obviously, they start and end their day in their homes. So you can see their homes on the map. You can go there and try to meet them either in the morning when they first get up or right before they go to bed. But if they have a familiar or reliable place that they are, I listed it here. If they don't, for example, George doesn't really leave his home that often. So I did put his home because that's the most reliable place to find him at almost any time of day. So that's going to wrap up this achievement guide. Hopefully you guys found that useful. If you did, please feel free to stay tuned to Meat City Gaming for future content and more guides for Stardew Valley. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.